Hello, it's Andy Graham of Hobo Traveler. I'm putting together a visa package to go to the Ivory Coast consulate, I hope, here in Bangkok. I just wanted to show you kind of all the different things I had to do. I had to get a hotel reservation in, this is in Abidjan. I got 3 copies of it, printed it out. I got a ticket from Bangkok to Abidjan, and then from Abidjan to I think Washington D.C. I made sure the onward ticket was onward to the United States and not back to Thailand. I had to get I got 4 copies of my passport. I'm not sure why, but I did. I always get copies of everything. I got yellow fever, jaune something in French, it's called John. My yellow fever vaccination. I got copies of everything, even the receipt I had. I keep the receipts for these things. I got 4 copies of my ATM cards, and I first made it, then I marked out some stuff, and then I made a copy of it so they couldn't just get the numbers. Here's actually my passport. I'm going to have to take this with me. Here's my yellow fever. I have to take this with me. I have to take a package of photos. I got about 12 passport photos. Here's 3 applications. I'm going to have to sit here and fill out this 3 times at originals. It's I'll do it in black ink or whatever ink they tell me to do it in. But normally it's black, but you got to be real careful you don't do it in the wrong color. I actually printed out a list of what they want from the Ivory Coast, I think, embassy or consulate in Los Angeles, so that I can kind of say. What happens is, I'm making an application in the country of Thailand, and really the provisions that they're doing are set up to use the provision as if they was allowing a Thailand person to come to the country. So they actually ask a lot more probably from a Thailand person than they do an American. So in a way I'm trying to get it. I am told that in Accra, at the embassy in Accra, I need a letter of invitation, which I'm putting together, and the mayor has to stamp this and do it. I can't get it here. I don't know how to, it's still in process and whatever. And if this visa don't work at the consulate here, then I'll go there. So if the consulate, the embassy in Ghana doesn't work, I think I can go into Togo, or I could go into Benin and get what they call a visa entente. A visa entente is a visa to like 5 countries. It's to Benin, Togo, I think Burkina Faso, Mali, and Ivory Coast. I'm not sure. Maybe it's got Ghana. I don't know. But the point is that, but I can only go one direction with this visa. So I can only go in. I'd have to start in Benin or something and go all the way through. But there's also an embassy in, I think, Mali, maybe Burkina Faso. I hope that's not the case, that I need to do that. I can also maybe make an application at the French embassy in Togo. I don't think there's an actual embassy in Togo to Ivory Coast, but you can also do this sometimes at the French embassy. Generally, I was hoping to be able to send this whole package back to the United States, and even if, in the worst case, I may be able to FedEx it to a visa processing company in the United States, and they want me to have an automatic package back, or they have a folder where they can just stuff it back in and it automatically comes back. This is quite complicated. It's work to get one of these visas. The big problem is that the rules are whatever, and it's really very powerful in the small places, because if the person doesn't like you, they could just say, I'm busy. And I was in the Ghana embassy in Togo, and the lady said, you have to go to your home country. I said, I'm in Togo. And they used to always give a visa. I mean, this kind of stuff is very taxing. contrary to what you think, all this stuff is not beneficial to tourism. It's actually a problem for tourism. I think, in my opinion, the reason why a lot of times they want these things is they get this big fee that goes to the government like a tax. And it's like right now the Thailand embassy is making everything complicated. You got to go outside the United States, pay money, make an application, get 60 days, do all this stuff. This is just increase in revenue for Thailand. It's not an increase in revenue for the Thailand tourist industry. So probably they're killing about, say, 10 to 20% of the tourism, or maybe they're wiping out all the poor tourism and going for the bigger package. You never know what's going on in the mind of these people, but the world used to be a lot easier to travel, actually. I think probably 30 years ago you could have just went through all these countries without even a problem. Every year they make it more complicated, more red tape, more paperwork, and all I think the reason is not to really check as much who the person is or something. It's really to make sure that the countries get an indirect tax in a way. Okay, Andy trying to talk about how I'm getting the Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. If this package don't work, I have like 5 backups, guys. I'm going to try here at the consulate in Bangkok. I'm going to try in Accra, Ghana. If not, I would go to Benin or Togo and try to get the Benin visa entente in Togo. If I can't do that, I would get the visa entente or maybe even an embassy. If nothing else fails, I can always try to FedEx it to America and have them send it back again. Complicated stuff, but you better have a backup on visas. Pretty much on these plane tickets and the plane ticket and the reservation to the hotel in Abidjan, that's tricky. Andy, Hobo Traveler.